Hi, I'm Dr. Dyan Haspel-Johnson, and it's time for a Tuesday sleep tip. So the last couple of weeks, I've been talking about mindfulness, classical mindfulness. And if you haven't watched the video from last week and the week before, I suggest you do so because I went over steps 1 and 2 of classical mindfulness. So as I understand it, there are actually 5 components of classical mindfulness. And I have found in the last, almost 20 years that these components of classical mindfulness have really enhanced my life, helped my sleep, and that there's actually a connection between them and self-hypnosis that I have found really powerful. And I have utilized it when I've designed like my Deep and Easy Sleep Self-Hypnosis package that I have online, and the way that I kind of think about sleep really layers in these components of classical mindfulness. So in case you missed it, I talked about attention a couple of weeks ago, and then awareness. Those are steps 1 and 2. And the third step of classical mindfulness is actually bringing those together, bringing attention and awareness together. So the way that it really works is it's really about, in week 1 of this, when I talked about attention, I talked about focusing on the navel, or like if you had a blank piece of paper and you drew a dot on that contraction, that focus is attention. And then last week, I talked about awareness. So that's like, if the sky was a container to the world, all the air around us and that moves through us is like awareness. So as we're breathing out and we experience that expansiveness, that is awareness. So the third stage, which is what we're talking about this week, is bringing those two things together. So in this case, it's like if you had a circle, that same circle, and you had the dot in the middle of the circle, and you were able to focus 50% of your attention on that dot in the middle, and 50% of your awareness of all of the rest of it in that circle. That's this stage, right? That's attention and awareness. Or to put it another way, if you wanted to focus on your navel, 50% of your attention on your navel as you're breathing, and 50% of your awareness of the breath that moves in and out and all around you, all of that air. So 50% of your attention on that spot on your navel, 50% of your awareness on everything else. And let's just do that for 5 seconds, because it's harder than it sounds. And just let's practice that for 5 seconds now. Great, wonderful. And so as you practice that, just bringing those two things together, just practice that throughout the week, just periodically throughout the day. And I think that as you do, what you're going to find is that you might be able to be focused and present throughout your daily life, and also kind of aware of the context of things, and it helps put things in perspective. And this can be really helpful actually for sleep, because it can allow you, when you get into bed and the mind wants to sort of hyper focus on different things, it can allow you the flexibility to be aware of those things, but also to be present in that moment as you're going to sleep, and to say, I'm focusing my attention on sleep now, and I'm aware of all those other things, and they'll be there later. And so it can help you to sort of exercise that muscle of when to be aware of the greater context, and also when to be present in this moment with whatever it is that you want to focus on. So that can really help with a lot of different things like anxiety or depression or pain relief, and certainly with sleep and energy. So practice this for this week, and then next week, we'll go to the 4th stage. And let me know in the comments what you think. I think, I'm so curious, because I think it's great, and it's really helped me, and it's helped a lot of the people that I've worked with over the years. And like I say, I've layered these things into my Deep and Easy Sleep Self-Hypnosis package and teaching people self-hypnosis. So I think you'll find it helpful. You can go to the link in my profile if you'd like to download my favorite sleep tips. Sweet dreams.